Hi everyone, today's technique is how to graft one edge of your tube closed. This technique is great for seaming the toes on a sock or where you need a stretchy edge. It is also a great looking finish when you just want a seamless look. So this is the same as grafting the tube ends together like on an infinity scarf, except for how we start and finish because we are only grafting one end closed. So this is actually easier than a regular graft because you don't have the setup stitch in the beginning or the jog at the end. Let's get started. You can use this technique on any size tube. You will need waste yarn, and these are the recommended tail lengths that are required. Step 1 is finishing the first stitch. You only need to do this on the cast-on edge. You can see how the tail comes out through the top instead of the bottom. This is an easy fix. So we follow the waste yarn through the last two loops and insert the hook into these same two loops. Then yarn over with your tail and pull it through. Now remove the waste yarn from those same two loops. So now we're ready to start the grafting. So fold the tube so that the tail stitch is the last stitch on the top side. Before we begin, you'll need to know for reference that the front side is the knit side of the fabric and the back side is the purl side. When looking at the bottom side, the front side is facing you and the back side is on the inside. While on the top side, the front side is not facing you, but the back side is, even though it's on the inside. So this can be confusing when I reference which direction to insert your needle. Thread a tapestry needle with the tail. Starting with the bottom side, insert your needle into the first stitch from the front to the back. Then into the next stitch from the back to the front and pull your yarn through. So go to the top side and insert your needle into the first stitch from the front to the back and then into the next stitch from the back to the front and pull the yarn through. Back to the bottom side, insert your needle into the previous stitch from front to back and then into the next stitch from the back to the front. On the top side, insert the needle into the previous stitch from the front to the back and then into the next stitch from the back to the front. So continue to alternate between the top and the bottom, going into the previous stitch from the front to the back and the next stitch from the back to the front. So back to the bottom side, we'll go through the previous stitch from the front to the back, the next stitch the back to the front. I'm fussing with the stitch length here. I'm trying to match the stitch length that's in the rest of the knitting. So back to the top side, go into the previous stitch from the front to the back and the next stitch from the back to the front. Back to the bottom side, into the previous stitch from the front to the back and then back to the front in the next stitch. I'm almost finished and I have my last two set of stitches left. Again, going through the previous stitch from the front to the back and then into the next stitch from the back to the front. When you're finished, you can remove the waste yarn. So as you can see, this leaves a really nice finish edge with no seams, and it's really stretchy as well. So how will you use this technique? Drop me a comment below. Take a look at my playlist for more knitting machine techniques, and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Calumet Knits. Thanks for watching.